Good Counter. I'm your host, Roddy Too Good. Back at it again with another AO. Stop playing, man. We had some good stuff going on in SmackDown tonight. Well, last night. And if anybody ain't like it, they just a hater, bro. We had some good stuff. We had Cody Rhodes. You know, he started off the show, and he doing this whole him and Kevin Owens thing. He went out there, called out Kevin Owens, and it was like just kept calling him out. Nick came out, the GM. Nick, he came out, basically was telling him, "Listen, man, Kevin Owens is too dangerous. He needs to be out of here." So I sent him home. He can't. He's not allowed. And then he just went on and on about how he needs to handle this. How, hey yo, you're a wrestler. You should understand what I have to do. And he was basically saying basically, yo, I need to handle this. I need to handle this. And then it was cool. It was cool. And he was like going back and forth how much Randy means to him. Like he was going like basically saying how much Randy meant to him and the whole spiel. You know what I'm saying? But it was solid. It was solid. We know, man. We know. We know Cody, Mr. John Cena schedule, never wrestle. We understand what's going on, but I don't know. I don't know when they're actually gonna go like become face to face. To me, I mean it's cool, but I feel like they need to just make Kevin Owens more menacing for real. Like we saw the botch power driver. They keep on saying it's a band move. It's a band move. Well, if it's a band move, do it right. But yeah, they just make like yo. I'm just not believing them, especially like he beat him already. Like it would mean more if they didn't have a match already, and then like like this whole holding that it's just weird. Like okay, I beat you in the match before when you wasn't a bad guy, but now you're a bad guy. Now it's going to be different. It's like no, like no, like it just don't make no sense. But so we go on. We got another segment backstage, and it's the Bloodline. They still looking for the fifth member. They go. Sammy. He was like, "Yo, man, I got it. I'm about to go. I got it. About to go ask somebody." He goes off, and then we see him talking to L.A. Knight. And L.A. Knight basically saying, "Nah, fam, I'm good." Like he's not saying, he's just motioning it. And then as that's going on, the first match we got Bailey versus B-Fab versus Candice LeRae for the Women's United States Champion tournament. And it was a solid match, but Bailey got the win. She pinned B-Fab. Very fitting because B-Fab and the Street Profits, they always get pinned. They always lose. So shout out to that. So, and yeah, she moves on. Bailey is moving on to the tournament for the United States Champions for the women. And then after that, after we see, the LA Knight and Sammy basically denying them, he comes out, have a segment, basically was saying, "Yo, man, that's not my fight. To be honest with you, I hope both of y'all just go in there and kill each other and get rid of each other." And then everybody started cheering. And then he had an open challenge, you know what I'm saying? Real championship shit, you know. Open challenge. And then Santos Escobar, they come out, him and his fraction, they come out basically saying like they want the match and all that stuff. And then he was like, "Man, listen, me and you already did this before, but your man's right here keep on looking at me crazy, so I'm going to have to beat his ass just so you'll learn." So they got into a fight, LA Knight, he went in there, did his thing, got the victory, and then cleared him out. And then after the match, Shinsuke Nakamura attacks him. Out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting that. Shinsuke took him out. So hey, it is what it, yo. So I'm guessing that's gonna be his next rivalry or next feud. And looks like it's definitely a heel version of Shinsuke Nakamura. He was all black. He had some black face paint. He had his hair dripped over his face. So this is definitely probably the next feud for LA Knight. Listen, man, LA Knight is him. LA Knight is slowly becoming one. I gotta have a new top five wrestlers. I gotta put first of all, I gotta put that out. My top five wrestlers. Then I'm gonna put my new today top five wrestlers because this right here, like yo, that was fire, yo. That was fire. But LA Knight is definitely gonna be up in there, and I'm gonna have to make me a separate video for LA Knight. I'm gonna have to make me a separate video for LA Knight because I feel like I gotta say some things about him, man. I gotta say some things, some very encouraging things. But yeah, so as that was happening, we pinned back to the bloodline. You know, they was talking about meeting Roman somewhere, and then they met up with him in the backstage, and Jay is like kind of talking to him like, "Yo, fam, think you need to make that call? Think you need to make that call?" And he was like, he basically was like, I guess, kind of agreeing, and then he saw that um, Solo and the boys was coming to the stage, and as they just like they was on go. So as they was making it to the stage, they had followed suit, and then it just became a huge brawl. Amazing, amazing, boy, amazing. That was great. That was dope. I loved every second of it, for real. Um, and not only that, that right there, like, and then as they was brawling and all that stuff, Bronson Reed he comes out of nowhere. So the rumors is true. Bronson Reed is joining Solo in the new Bloodline, and they just caused havoc. They just ran through the whole Roman and everybody, hit them with some tsunamis, and then that was it. They got up out of there. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Solo doing his numbers. I know like a lot of people complained about him before, and a lot of people were saying like how no aura and this and that. Like, but he's definitely made up for these last couple matches and months and stuff. He's made up for it. Dead serious. He's made up for it. Homie is really out there looking like one of them. For real, for real. And so much so is that this team right here, yo, for real, hold on, wait. Y'all ain't beating that team, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't care who on that. Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu. Stop playing. But so after everybody got their ass whooped, you got Jay looking at Roman, yo, make that call, man. Make that call, man. Make that call. So and then we got Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. It was okay match. You know, already know like this is where I say I think all that internet stuff is definitely work because I ain't gonna lie, I thought the Street Profits was gonna lose. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought they was gonna lose. But they Tommaso Ciampa, he came out, he attacked Street Profits. He just like beat him up. He was still upset, thinking like they cut the line or whatever. I think, and he just was wilding out. And his partner really tried to come in there, talk some sense into him, pushed him down, said, "Yo, who made you the?" He was walking out basically like, "Yo, who made you the boss? You already know I want the belts back." So he just was wilding out, and I loved every second of this. I loved every second of this. Homie is definitely turning. He's turning. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only that, that's like his one of his best roles when he was in NXT. He was an amazing heel in NXT. So to see them hopefully bring that character to the main roster is something that I really appreciate. Like for real, for real. So we go on to Nia Jax versus Naomi for the women's championship. I mean, it was a cool match. It was a whole lot of shenanigans. They still forcing this women's war game shit. Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to do better because it was Tiffany. She came out. She interfered with the match. She had Naomi try to get Nia to win. It didn't work. Then Bailey came out there, attacked her, and then Candice came out there, attacked her, and then Nia got the win. And then backstage you saw Liv Morgan and Raquel. They attacked Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. They beat them up real bad and all that stuff. And it's just forced. We already know why all this stuff is happening because y'all really trying to intensify this war game when it just don't make sense. It just does not make sense. But hey, who am I? But anyway, with a mic. But but yeah, then we move on to Roman. He's actually going to make that call, and turns out the call that Jay was referring to was to the wise man. And then he made the call. It didn't pick up. It seemed the phone was out of service, so it didn't ring or anything. The phone's out of service. And then he just drops his phone in just disbelief or just frustration, I guess. So we're going to get that story more developed, I guess, next week or possibly during the week of Survivor Series War Games pay-per-view. So I think if it's not going to happen next week, it's probably going to happen at the pay-per-view that the Wise Man returns or something like that. So I think so. I think something like that will happen. Who knows? Or maybe he just wait until the pay-per-view to actually return. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, this was some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Favorite moments was definitely LA Knight, definitely the Bloodline. The Bloodline runs WWE. Let's be honest. Let's make it clear. WWE is nothing without the Bloodline story right now. Let's keep it a buck. Hey man, it is what it is. But comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about it. Tell me what y'all Tell me y'all favorite moments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We still on the road to 100. Peace out. I'm out.